Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Springtime, time to start replanting some of the fields. Just going around doing the farm manager thing, making sure things are up to where they need to be. I actually had to run over to the tableware production because, well, we were full and someone forgot to check on that. Also, I forgot to sell the pears in August, so I just put the pears on selling, so those crates should disappear in a little while. But speaking of the orchards, because it is springtime, they are back up and running. And what I need to do is we're going to grab these pallets and try to get all the fertilizer into them that they need. Can I pick up two of these? Just about. Now, on this John Deere, we got to switch this out. The tires, that is, for narrow tires. So we go spray our field that's full of weeds. So we'll be doing that first, and then we'll be grabbing our New Holland T9 and our new seed drill. And we will be going ahead and planting some oats today as well. Still checking out the field prices and trying to figure out what to do with that scenario. Really looking at all the fields. All the fields are pretty much... There's no fields with a good price, basically. They're all over the base price, so not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. We still got another month. We can plant the sugarcane up until October. So we'll have to see what we're going to do moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, this is going to take this pallet here. Am I not in the trigger? Can I not get into the trigger through here? Or maybe that is already full? Are all my orchards full with fertilizer? Let's go and see. So yeah, the pears will be selling. No, the pears are not full. And I think I'm at the pears right now. Let's not run into the pallet of pears. There we go. Now it takes it. So I got to come back over with another pallet to top the pears off. Then we can make sure the greenhouses are all set. And then we'll swap this John Deere out for some narrow tires. I think the next vehicle purchase, I'm not too sure, but it might be a wheel loader, so I can go ahead and get myself a big bucket, and it'll make it easier to load the compost into all these. The current bucket that we got holds like 2,000 liters, if that, and when these containers hold like 40,000 liters, that's a lot of trip. So if I can get a big bucket that holds like 10,000 liters, that would save me a lot of time. Is it, top priority? Of course not. Land is more of a top priority right now. I mean, there are a few things that we still need. That's for darn sure. Alright, let me just check on the orchards and make sure they're good. So, fruit and vegetable fertilizer, good. Fruit and vegetable fertilizer is good. That's good. That's good. Well, might as well top off the greenhouses with what we have here. I did top these off not long ago, so I'm not going to need too much. I'm just running into things everywhere with these IBCs. Alright, we'll just put those down. Well, we'll put them down in the shed, where they belong, instead of out in the open. So we had a pretty good winter. It took a few episodes to get everything taken care of. Yeah, we got the drill set up, which I said we're going to use in a little while. We got 2 of our loans paid off, and we even paid off a little bit of the 3rd loan. So we're down to 1 loan, but that doesn't mean I won't be taking another loan in the near future. Alright, so we want to customize the John Deere. We'll repair it while we're here. And customize, and hopefully, where are these narrow tires? Yep, 0 charge for that, so customize. And now we'll jump back into the John Deere, and let's see, that was the weight. That's the front loader. We need to get rid of the weight. And the Massey Ferguson needs to give up the See and Spot sprayer that we got for 75% off 75% off. That was a huge savings. As for an implement, I know I said I want to buy everything new, but as for an implement that I don't use that much, I mean, not going to pass that up. Alright, let's go spray our field of canola. I think it's canola. Yes, it is canola. Ooh, someone planted some sugar beet over here. Is it just sugar beet? Yeah, yeah, this map doesn't have any extra crops. I got fooled on Tuscany. I saw that color. I thought someone planted sugar beet, and it was triticale. A lot of cotton this year looks like being planted. And so far in field number 3, I don't think they've planted anything. Nope, still just, I think it's just cultivated. Yep, still just cultivated. Anyways, let's get to our fields. So we'll probably have to wait until August. Not August. That's a long ways away. That was last month. October. And we'll have to look at the lands then to see, is it worth buying a land? I may have to just forego the sugarcane this year. I don't really want to plant sugarcane. How bad would that rotation be if I were to just keep putting sugarcane in the same field? I mean, if it comes down to that, I guess I could do that. Sugarcane, sugarcane, sugarcane. Yeah, it's getting down. We're actually losing on the sugarcane, because then it would be something like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's not terrible, but then again, it's not good either, right? So I don't think we want anything to do with planting sugarcane in that field. I mean, we get an abundance of it. It's more than what we need, so yeah, it's still getting 90% of the field. Yeah, but I just would like to, you know, change it to another field. I want to get another field. That way we can have more types of crops. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but maybe by the time we reach the end of FS22, when 25 comes out, could it possibly be that we're going to own all the fields here in Western Australia? Will I plant in all the fields? Probably not. But I don't want to say it's a long ways away, but I mean, it's less than 2 months away from Farming Simulator 25. It's going to get here quick. I mean, not long ago, I think I was saying, hey, it's 4 more months. It's going to go by here quick, and now we're down to less than 2. But as you saw, the last 2 episodes for the money coming in, it's coming in quick and fast. And the more fields we get, the more money we're going to get. Oh yeah, I was talking about getting a bigger trailer, which sounds kind of weird because we got a trailer that holds 60,000 liters. Alright, just to make sure, I should not be damaging crops here because that's narrow tires and that is narrow tires. Right, let's unfold this. I think it's 28 meters working width for the weeds. And it's only going to spray where the weeds are. Get myself lined up. Yep, no crop damage, so that is good. In the future, of course, we'll be spraying the weeds after the crop grows in the first growth stage. So we won't have to worry about crop damage at all. But I will leave the narrow tires on the sprayer because that's not going to hurt nothing. But I can put the John Deere back to the wide tires and weights. Because obviously using it as our front loader tractor, we need all the weight that we can put onto it so it doesn't lean forward or backward depending on what we're using it for. Let me go ahead and put the cruise control on this because it's going to take me just a little while to get around here. Maybe in the distant future we'll get ourselves a self-propelled sprayer. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still hemming and hawing about what to do for another field. Like I said, all the fields except for the one just south of the store, which is the smallest field, which would be good for a sugarcane field. It would just be a lot of transportation back and forth to get it up to the sugar plant. I kind of wish, if I knew then what I know now, that's the way the saying goes. If I knew then what I know now, I would have bought Field 3, I think it was like a couple years ago, when the price was really, really good on it, but I just thought, alright, well, it'll be good again at some point, and yeah, it's just really isn't getting there. But sometimes things work out. I mean, look at the time across from the grass field. That field there was not expecting to buy like a field that size as early as we did. And that field, I think at the time, was like 35, 40% off of the base price. And that'll be the field we'll be in just in a little while, planting in some oats. Well, at least it'll be easy to see where I've been with the weeds because they have matured, of course. They've been here since last fall, so about April or May. Was it March? May have been March that we planted these canola crops in. Just realized I'm mostly getting low on fuel on the 6230, so I'll have to top that off probably when we get back. But let's get these weeds taken care of, and then we'll hop in, which I can't wait to use, the New Holland T9. And I forgot the brand name of the seed cart, the air cart and the seed drill. So I'll have a look at that. I probably won't be able to pronounce it anyways.
I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. Searching for glory. I took out a notepad and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking.
Well, one thing is for certain, that job definitely took longer than I thought it would, even though we have a working width of 28 meters, I do believe. About a half-hour job for this one field. Probably will be hiring some workers next time this job needs to be done. I don't think... Wait, is this... this might be currently the biggest field. It's going to be close to the one that we're getting ready to drill. But yeah, in the future, probably some workers for sure doing the weeding. But since this is our first time using the See and Spot sprayer on this map, and we don't have that many jobs to do today, might as well do it ourselves to save ourselves a little bit of cash from hiring a worker. The fuel, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, has been blinking for a while. I hope I can get the job done and I can get back to the farm. If I can't get back to the farm, well, we'll just have to role play a little bit. I don't have... I think there is a mod in Farming Simulator 22. I know there was one in 19 where you could tow another vehicle. I don't have that mod installed, but we can just role play. And we'll get the tractor back to the farm because the fuel depot at the store, the tanker down there, I don't believe has any fuel into it. I mean, I got to pay for it either way, but I'd rather just tow it back to the farm and fuel it up there. Now, we're going to have a look at the map here in just a second. And that second is now, because I do believe we're done. I'm guessing I probably missed a spot here and there. There's no way I got it all. I tried bringing up the mini-map, but the mini-map does not show us weeds, unfortunately. So, we are here. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I was trying to cut it pretty close without overlapping too much, but I think I did a pretty darn good job. All right, let's get back to the farm, fuel this up. Now, I think when I filled this up last episode, the See and Spot weed sprayer, I was thinking, yeah, I probably don't want to refill that again on this map. I didn't take into consideration how big the fields actually are. So, I used 31% of the herbicide in the tank on this one field. So, yeah, I'll be filling up probably, I would say, with the fields that we got, once a year. But still a lot cheaper than if I was not using precision farming and had to spray for the weeds in the entire field. Yeah, that would be quite a bit. But, yeah, not much to do this month because we did a lot of, well, I say a lot of winter work. It was just selling, but that took a lot of time. But today, pretty much taking care of everything now that we've got the weeds taken care of. We just got to plant in the oats, and then we can move on to October, where the planting will resume. We do have the cotton and fabric sale coming up here soon. That would be like October/November. Don't know how much we're bringing in. I did check on the spinnery, and the spinnery still has a good amount of wool into it, so I don't need to bring anything down. But before I sell the wool, I will go to the factory and top it off with some wool. Alright, you can go right there, and yes, you get all the fuel that you want. Alright, we need to go get the T9. Finally, I've had this for a couple months. Now we get to put it to use rather than just bringing the drill back. Yeah, is this a Bogart? No, this is not a Bogart. It's a Hatzenbichler. Hatzenbichler? Hatzenbichler? The drill. Yeah, let's grab the drill. That is on sorghum. I want it on oats. Why did I put that on sorghum? Wait, do I have the wrong crop in mind for today? Should be oats. Yes, oats I can plant now. Sorghum is not until next month, along with the soybeans. So, if I remember correctly, the soybeans are going to go in the field where the sugar cane was. And the sorghum, well, that's a good start. The sorghum is going to go... There we go. Just trying to get around the post of the shed. The sorghum is going to go down in the field by the store. That's where it needs to go. Alright, we'll throw the beacons on because I got to cross the road here. Now, I would prefer the drill to be right behind the tractor than the air cart behind. But this setup here, as I mentioned, I don't think that's an option. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of more difficult for me with an articulated tractor and the drill being the second component behind the tractor. It's going to take me a moment to get used to exactly where I need to be lined up. Am I going to get through that sign there? Yeah, I'm checking for traffic. Just drive straight across. Yeah, I'm not on the road. I wouldn't get straight through, but we can get through that way. All right, so it's been a while. Let me just confirm here. So this was oats and then wheat. So if we go back to here, wait, because I can only see the last two crops. So it was oats and then wheat. And now I'm putting oats back in. 110. 110. Let's unfold the drill. 18 meter wide. So we've been planting with the horse drill, which is a 12 meter wide. And man, this thing looks a lot bigger than 18. Did I got that wrong? It looks a lot bigger than 18. No, I need to be here so I can see what I have. Cedars. 18 meter. Alright, this looks a lot bigger than 18 meter. Alright, let's try to get somewhat lined up here. Might as well turn on the drill here as well. Oh yeah, I'm going to be all over the place to begin with. I'll try to tidy up at the end. I'm also trying to be careful of, yeah, not doing that, which is running into the poles. Yeah, this is going to be kind of terrible to begin with. Or it could be all the way through terrible, not too sure. A minor adjustment on the steering wheel is going to make a huge adjustment on the drill. But planting at 11 miles an hour is nice. And of course the T9 has no problem hauling this around. No, don't hit that pole. Alright, perfect. Ish. Let's try to get as much of the field as we can. Does turn on a dime. Am I going to change the crop into the other farmer's field? A little bit. It will do that because the main part of the drill is still in my field, so it's still active by getting in the other farmer's field. It's like watching a snake going through the field by the way I'm weaving back and forth. And I can't scroll back anymore on the field of view either. I guess if I lower the view, we can see the drill a little bit better. It's going to make quick work of drilling the fields this year. I think this field last year with a horse drill took me an hour and a half to drill. It's going to take me under an hour with this one. And actually, I think this is drilling 2 miles an hour quicker also. But this field will have weeds in it next month. And I'll probably hire a worker to take care of it while we're out planting another field. Or I can hire a worker to plant the other fields and herbicide spray while I do something else. All depends on how busy we get. It's good to get all the crops back into the ground. But I was very, very pleased with how the winter went. I was not expecting to be able to buy this entire setup and still have enough income to pay off 2 of the loans and a little bit of the third. And still have, I think we had, what, almost a, I think I left 100 grand in the bank account. Because we still have that one loan. I don't remember how much the monthly payments are. I want to say like 17 grand. But moving that much grain around with the trailer that we have, yeah, I think it might need an upgrade by next winter. Luckily, the trailers are not that expensive. The grain trailer I usually use will hold double what I had. So taking 5 trips down to the store, it would just take me 2.5 trips. Well, you can't really make a half trip, but you understand what I'm saying. Time is money, so saving time is always worth it. Yeah, I should start looking at buying more of the fields down this road right here. Because this road will allow me to get to my other fields with this drill. Because this setup takes up the entire road. So I would need to turn off traffic pretty much to get up and down the road. Although I did bring it back from the store without any problems, but I was driving in fields on the side of the road, so traffic could just go on through. I probably will have to go top off with fertilizer. And will I need more seed? Seed might be a question, but if I'm topping off with fertilizer, might as well get seed while I'm there as well. But seeing I just made one headland, I've already used 30% of the fertilizer. Don't think I'll get the whole field done with it. So the oats, we'll be getting straw, which the straw will sell, and the oats we will store and sell. We don't need the oats for anything. We're not buying the grain mill, and we don't need it for any animals. The only animals I could use it for would be horses. And after doing Solyndra a while ago, I don't plan on getting involved with horses for a little while. Well, not in 22 anyways. May have to try it out in 25 if horses are in 25. I don't think Giants has ever taken out an animal or a crop once it's in the game. But, you know, we haven't seen anything in 25 with horses. Although we do see the carriages that are horse-drawn. I don't know if that's going to be a production building or not. It might be. But who knows? Maybe they've increased the profitability of horses. There, now that I'm away from the edge of the field, might be a little bit more relaxing for me steering around this field. This was the drill I used initially when I upgraded on Oceanside Forest. But then we quickly outgrew this drill in Oceanside Forest, so I didn't use it for long. I think I kept it around and used it a couple times when I was trying to get multiple fields done at once. I turned a little bit too sharp there. So I think the air car and the drill total was what, 310,000, which is pretty good price. But I can see moving forward, getting more fields. You know, maybe I'll keep this setup here, and we'll also get another setup where we get the big drill, the 32 meter wide drill. Might need a tractor with a little bit bigger engine than what the T9 has. Now, next month, when it comes time for the sugarcane, the first time I planted sugarcane, we got like a 6 meter wide, was it a 6 or 8 meter wide planter for just a sugarcane? But that took a while to plant that field. I'll probably end up leasing the planter that I was using on Tuscany, and I'll plant the sugarcane with that. Although I think that planter will do 30 miles an hour while planting. I'll probably, if I do plant sugarcane, I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, if we end up using that system to plant sugarcane, I'll probably set the cruise control for like about 10, 12 miles an hour, so we're not done in like 5 seconds. I really don't expect field number 3 to drop that much in price right now, because it's been sitting there at that same price now for a few years. But you just never know. Alright, let's turn the radio back on, and we'll get this field of oats planted. Probably take me like another 20 minutes or so, with a trip over back to the farmyard to top off with fertilizer and seed. Hopefully I only have to go over there once to top it off, but, you know, it's not that far over. But we'll keep topping it off when needed.
When the time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
Think I'll have to go back to the farm and top off the drill with some fertilizer. I'm not going to get done what I have left here. I'm trying to get this in one pass, but not going to do it. I got to zigzag quite a bit to do it. Not worth it. So I had to go back and fill up once. I thought about detaching the drill and just going over with the cart to fill up. But then when I come back, I'm going to have to back up the cart to the drill. And I really don't feel like doing that. So that's why I'm taking the drill with me to fill up the cart. I didn't notice, maybe you caught it as well, other than missing a few pieces here and there. I think a couple of the weeds in the field did not get destroyed. Yeah, they're right there, which is kind of interesting. I may go back over them again to see what happens. I don't know, 383 liters of fertilizer. Can I get the rest of the field done? I don't think so. Maybe I can. It's going to be close. Because it's not that big of an area I got to do. And once again, I'm not doing rolling and mulching and all that. It's just going to be too much work. And that is the only problem about trying to do a video on a map with big fields. Because it does take a long time to do. Like, drilling this field is going to take me probably 40 minutes. I can check on the drill time when we get done. Because, well, this is the first job is done. So all the work time that's on it is in this field. But you don't want to see me drill a field for 40 minutes. Even in a time lapse for a couple minutes. It'll start to probably wear on a few people. Although some people will like it. Yeah, maybe I can get this field done without having to go refill first. But yeah, I can definitely see us upgrading to bigger equipment in the future. Especially when we get more fields, and it'll be the bigger fields on top of that. Not that I'm going to get rid of, like, this drill. Like I said, I think I'll keep this drill also. And that way, if we got a couple of crops that we were planting in the same month, we can get two fields done at the same time. I think I will finish out the field. I may not have just enough fertilizer, but I can always come back over here with the spreader and just get that little tiny section. But on second thought, looks like we have just enough. Yeah, I'm not going to try to clean up by the telephone poles. It'll just be me really just trying to get the field perfect. Let's see what happens to these weeds by going this way. I mean, you can see I definitely drilled here. No, they're staying there. Maybe when I spray it with the See and Spray next month, maybe they'll disappear. Alright, maybe I will try by the poles. I gotta try it. Maybe my driving has gotten better in the last 40 minutes or so with this setup, that I can kind of get right up against the poles. That way we can, by planting here, we'll get an extra 100 liters of oats. Probably what it boils down to, right? So this should be all the field work I have to do this month. The grass field will be mowed next month, and we'll be making silage with that. Oh wait, do I got that backwards? Yeah, I think we'll do silage. I think I got plenty of hay in the shed. Although, I'm going through it faster than I thought it would, the hay. Alright, we got 5 liters of fertilizer left. So while it's folding up, I'll spin around in my neighbor's field here. And the oats are in. Yeah, so while it's folding up, nope, I don't need this page here. Need to go back to this page. Yes, cedars. Took me almost an hour, which is just about right. Took me an hour and a half with a 12 meter wide. This is 18, 50% bigger. So, yeah, that time checks out. But the good news is we're not leasing it, so no more fees. And we get to keep it and drill different crops at any time of the month that it's able to, you know, that it's able to plant. Let's go ahead and might as well top it off because I'm going to be using it probably next episode. I did remember that the seed is right at the edge of the hut, so right here. That should fill up with seed, which it does. Now I just got to back out of the trigger. Also got to change the compartment so it's over to fertilizer. And now it should fill up with fertilizer. Look at that, like a pro. There we go. That is all set to be used once again. Soybean probably as well do. The other 2 fields won't take as long because they're a lot smaller. Let's go ahead and park that there. I didn't check the store sale page this morning, and oh, some interesting stuff. Cotton harvester. I know there's a few people like watching the cotton harvesting. I don't plan on getting into cotton harvesting. Not right now. We definitely can't afford it. I don't want to buy anything huge. Another that is the modded one, S680. What do I got? I got the S790. All right, that's a yeah. We got the stepper upper. Not that I would buy another used harvester. Not another used harvester. We bought the original new. But yeah, I don't need another harvester now. Run, little hen, run. Yeah, so I think we're all set to just pass on the rest of the day. Like I said, nothing else to do. And the only thing we really want to check on when I wake up is field number 3. What's the situation with it? I'll leave the door open because it's springtime. Temperatures are rising. Good to get some fresh air into here. We'll sleep until 8. The sheep should have enough food, right? The chickens do. And the sheep do. All right, we're good. So, field number 3, 50% over the base price. And that's without any crop into it. Let's see if the price is rising again, or is it lowering down? Let's just get outside here. Store page. Well, that stuff is still there. Harvesters galore showing up in the sales page. And a small Massey Ferguson, which we don't really need. Although I would not mind maybe at some point swapping out the Massey Ferguson that we have. So the weeds have shown up. Surprise, surprise. Alright, and what are we at here? Well, the price has gone back up again to 58% over for $681. That's over... Well, that one's at a discount, but that's $1 million. I mean, I could buy that field, but, you know, I really need a small-ish field. And there are no small fields around here. That one's even 17% over. This one's been kind of at a cheap price, but that'd be a long way for hauling sugarcane. That one's over. Well, I don't know. Have they planted anything in that field yet? Well, not yet. I don't think they'll plant sugarcane. I think that would be a long stretch. Yeah, so I gotta do some thinking about what I want to do with sugarcane this year. I know someone may mention, well, you got sugar beet. You can make sugar out of sugar beet. We did sugar beet on Tuscany. So, going to try just to stick with the sugarcane. Yeah, I really don't know what I want to do at this point. Really don't know, as Ronnie the Rooster's drying out his wings over there, fluffing around. But anyways, a lot of work being done today, mostly in time lapses. But hopefully it wasn't too much of a time lapse on both of them. And yeah, we got to get busy now in the month of October. We got 2 fields to plant. Grass field needs to be cut. The sheep need some hay. We probably got to sell some sheep and some chickens and ducks. And also, probably that time of the year where the wool and the fabric is looking good. 38.90, 38.69. Looks like we'll be selling that first thing. Where is the wool? Shouldn't the wool be there? 12.06, 12.12. Yep, time to sell that stuff and bring in some money. So we should get, well, for the wool, 150, and for the fabric, 62. So 200 grand worth of sheep's product, basically. And then what do I spend it on? That's what I got to figure out. But anyways, enough rambling on. Need to wrap it on up. If you made this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also lets me know that you enjoyed seeing the content that you saw here today. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so yet, might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on more content like this. But anywho, that is going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.